Hey everyone, for this week's discussion, I'm going to talk a little bit about discrimination, what it is, the different types, and how it affects health, and just share some of my personal thoughts on the unit. First off, what is discrimination? Basically, discrimination is when someone is treated unfairly or unequally because of who they are, things like race, gender, age, religion, or even their sexual orientation. It can show up in obvious ways like being denied a job, but it can also be more subtle like not being taken seriously at the doctor's office. Now, in terms of types of discrimination, there are quite a few. There's racial discrimination, where we hear about a lot, especially in things like policing or healthcare. There's gender discrimination, like women aren't paid equally or promoted as often. Age discrimination is real too, especially with older adults in the workplace. There's also discrimination based on disability, religion, or sexual orientation. And what makes it even more complex is that people can experience more than one type at the same time, like a black woman who faces both racial and gender biases. So how does this connect to health? Discrimination is actually a social determinant of health. It falls under the social and community context domain. What that means is if people are being discriminated against, it directly affects their health. It could be through stress, which builds up over time, and it can lead to things like high blood pressure or anxiety, or it could be that they don't feel safe going to the doctor, or they don't trust the healthcare system, so they just don't go at all. Discrimination can limit access to good jobs, education, and housing, all of which are connected to health outcomes. It's a big deal. As for my thoughts on the unit overall, honestly, it really opened my eyes on how deep all this goes. I used to think of health mostly like biology, like diet and exercise, but now I see how much our environment and society impacts our well-being. It made me reflect a lot on my own perspective and think more critically about how I interact with others, both personally and professionally.